Hello everyone, welcome to the 10th session of phrasal verbs. The verbs that we are going to cover today are bring, bottle, block and blank. This course is being presented to you by me, Shilpa Jha. Please rate, review, subscribe and recommend the course. Also please leave your valuable suggestions and comments below. So we'll start off with blank. The first one is blank out. Blank out has two different meanings. The first one is censor text so that words cannot be read, right? So the thing is, a lot of times there's a lot of content that you don't want to be seen, or otherwise even in the print media or somewhere, when you don't want. So what you do then, here कई बारी email addresses होते हैं, so you just blank them out. There's a black box or something like that, so the email addresses are blanked out. For the example that has been clearly given, the email addresses were blanked out in the documents to show to the shown to the court, right? So that means email addresses were lost. Next, blank out means have a temporary memory failure. I think this is very common, that especially in vivas and all and in exams and all, jab पूछते, when the viva people ask, if the person who's asking us is intimidating, so then we blank out. हमें पता ही नहीं होता what have we learnt, yeah, what is the answer to the question. So I was so nervous in the interview that I just blanked out and couldn't answer the questions correctly, right? So I had a temporary memory failure because I could not recall. I just blanked out, probably because of nervousness. Okay, next one that we have is block. Block in. Block in, the first meaning is to park a car and obstruct another car, right? So you blocked in the car, right? I'm sorry, I couldn't drive here this morning because someone had blocked me in. Okay, when you're blocking someone in means you're parking a car and obstructing another car, right? So that is the first meaning. Okay, the second meaning is to shade or fill in. He blocked in the events in his calendar, right? When we have too many events, so we feel कि नहीं ठीक है, ये दिन तो मेरा blocked है, ये blocked है, ये blocked है, these and these things are lined up. So we shade or fill in. So he blocked in the events in his calendar. Next is block off. Block off means to obstruct an exit to prevent people from leaving. The police blocked off the road after the murder, right? Barricades or obstructions are put, right, so that people cannot leave or they cannot use a specific road. So those obstructions, when you put those obstructions around, it's called block off. When you're obstructing people from entering or exiting at a place, right, from where people can leave. The police blocked off the road after the murder, right? Okay, next we have block up. Block up means to fill a space so that nothing can pass, right? The pipes blocked up and no water gets through. है ना, pipe block हो जाती है, so basically the pipe gets blocked up because of maybe kachra or maybe whatever else, whatever the reason might be. So that is block up. No, that is blocking up, right? So that is filling a space so that nothing else can pass. Next we have block out. Block out means stop light from entering or leaving. The trees block out the sun. The trees block the sun out most of the day, and that is the best thing that they can do, especially in summers, right? So basically, what they do is when they block out the sun, basically they're providing shade. So they're stopping the light of the sun from entering. That's what trees do, right? So that's the first one, block out. The second one is try not to think about or feel something because it's upsetting or painful. It was so unpleasant that I try to block it out. Otherwise, I'd just be angry all the time. There are various issues in my life, at least, which I want to block out. I'm not able to do that, but that's what I want to do. So basically, blocking out something means आप किसी को block कर रहे हो, so in a way you're just preventing those thoughts from coming. So right, so you don't try and think about something that is going to make you upset or make you feel in pain or recall those stupid memories. So that means it was so unpleasant that I tried to block it out, right? Next we have botch. So the first meaning is botch up, one of my most commonly used phrase. So botch up means to ruin or spoil something, right? I botched up the whole project and it had to be cancelled, right, because I ruined it. Or maybe I got late and I botched up the date with my girlfriend, right, because you were late and you were making a girl wait. How can you expect that you've not botched up, right? So botching up means to ruin or spoil something. Okay, next we have bottle. The first meaning is bottle out. Bottle out means to lack courage to do something. She was going to tell her boss exactly what she thought, but she bottled out in the end, right? कई बार ऐसा होता है, right? If you're very angry, हम सोचते हैं that this is what I'm going to tell my boss, or this is what I'm going to tell my mother, that ये confrontation करना है मुझे. But then when I just go to her, I don't have that courage, so I bottle out. I don't have, I lack courage to do it. I lack courage to speak the truth. So the example precisely says that if she was going to a boss, a lot of times this happens that we don't really speak about something, or we just bottle out, right? Chicken out is another phrase for it. Okay, next is bottle up. Bottle up means not to express your feelings. She bottled up her feelings even though she was furious with them and kept quiet, right? So again, bottling up, as in it also happens in a very emotional way also, when you're not expressing your feelings, when you want to cry but say you're in the public, so you bottle up your emotions, because otherwise you don't want people to know that you're emotionally weak or something. So bottling up means not expressing your feelings. Okay, next is bottle away. Bottle away means to store up. He kept his feelings bottled away. I think it's pretty much the same as the one we did just before. So that means storing up, right? So he kept his feelings bottled away. Next we have bring. Bring about. Bring about is to make something happen. The changes to the law were brought about by the government because so many people were ignoring the old one, right? So bringing about means to make something happen, right? Or like Modi government brought about a change in the way that cash is flowing in the market, right? So that they made something happen. They made the cash economy cashless. They made the cash flow cashless, right? Next we have bring along. Bring along has two meanings. The first one is to bring someone or something to a certain place. You can bring your friends along if you like. Okay, this one's very straightforward, very simple. To bring along something to a certain place, or bring someone or something to a certain place, or bring along sandwiches when you're coming, right? Because I feel hungry. Don't come alone. Don't come empty-handed if you're coming to me. Okay, the second meaning is help someone improve. Her coach has brought her along a lot in the 6 months, right? Coaches play a pivotal role in a sportsman life especially. So then what they try to do is they help that person improve. So when you're helping someone improve, you're trying to bring along a change. So her coach has brought along a lot in her in the past 6 months. Okay, next we have bring around. Bring around has three different meanings. The first one is to persuade someone, or persuade or convince someone. It took me ages to bring him around to my point of view, right? So then obviously, in fact, in marriages, the main reason for conflict is this, right? You cannot bring around a person to to the way that you are thinking, right? So bring around, the first meaning is to persuade or convince someone. Second is to bring something with you when you visit. He brought some books around when he came last night, right? If you get me pizza around when especially if I'm hungry, I'll be more than happy. But then, and I love this habit, or whoever does it, that when you come, you bring along something. Some people have this really cool habit, even I have it. So bring something when you visit, right? Bring something with you when you visit. So he brought around some books when he came last night. Next is get someone talking about something. Alright, he didn't want to discuss the details, but I managed to bring him around and he told me everything, right? Some people have this very cool habit, I don't know how they do it, but they have this habit that they would let a person who is very reserved, they would help that person let out his feelings and whatever he wants to say and all that. So you basically get that person talking, right? You bring him around, and so he tells you everything. Next is bring back. Bring back has two meanings. Cause someone to remember. Visiting my old school brought back some memories when I was a pupil there. So that's, I think this one again is very straightforward and very commonly used. So bringing back is causing something to remember. Bringing back your old memories, or when we see our photographs, then also it brings along a lot of memories. Or at times when you're you're at a specific place with somebody, so then when you go again, those memories, they come back. Second one is return. He took the calculator home yesterday and hasn't brought it back yet. Again, I think this one's very famous यार. लोग लेते हैं वापस ही नहीं करते हैं, and especially in colleges and all also this happens. You have to buy 2-3 calculators, especially during exams and all. कब चोरी हो जाए? I mean चोरी तो नहीं, but people won't return it. So return means he took the calculator home yesterday and hasn't brought it yet. Okay, next we have bring down. Bring down, first meaning is to make a government fall. The vote of no confidence brought the government down. Obviously, if you the only way you can make a government fall, especially in a democratic setup, is by not voting for them. So the way you can make a government fall is by giving a vote of no confidence or not giving them a vote, right? Second bring down is making something cheaper, something we all love. The improvements in technology have brought the prices of the computers down considerably in the recent months. And this is improvement in technology not just in computers, but also in laptops, mobiles and everything that has happened. So when you make something cheaper, you bring down the prices, right? Okay, next you have bring forth. Bring forth, the first it has 4 meanings. The first one is to produce something, make it known or visible. The prosecution brought forth a lot of evidence against him, right? So when you're saying bringing forth, we know forth means put forward, right? So when you're bringing forth something, you're producing something or you're making it visible, right? So this one's the first one. The second one is produce. She brought forth a surprising result. So she produced a surprising result, something that we didn't expect. The third one is make something happen. The report has brought forth a lot of criticism of the policy, right? So that means it has shown you, it has made something happen. The report has brought forth because it has made I mean, it has revealed a lot of things, and therefore a lot of criticism of the policy has come forward. Next is remove something from where it is kept or hidden. She brought forth the diary and showed it to us, right? You've hidden it somewhere, so then you will if you realize that okay, now it's 12 and I need to give the gift or something, so you remove it from the place where it was hidden. So she brought forth the diary and showed it to us. Next is bring forward. Bring forward means to make something happen earlier than it was originally planned. The meeting has been brought forward to this Friday instead of next week because some people couldn't make it then. So what did they do? They have just shifted the meeting to a time that is before than the time that had been planned, right? So the meeting has been brought forward, although it's a really bad situation. Next is bring in. Bring in means to earn. The job brings in $2,000 a month. Wow, that's cool. So bringing in means earning. Very simple, right? So the job brings in $2,000. Next is bring off. Bring off means to succeed with something difficult. No one thought she'd manage to do it, but she brought it off in the end. So that means bring off means you're succeeding at something that's really difficult. Okay, so then no one thought that obviously a lot of people underestimate her abilities, so in that way she just succeeded in doing something really difficult. Okay, next we have bring on. Bring on, first meaning is cause something to happen or speed up the process. Getting wet in the rain yesterday brought on my cold, right? Because of the rain, because you got wet in the rain, you had a cold, so that brought on your cold. Second is making something appears. Bring on the dancers. So just like get them on, right? So just make them appear. So that is the second meaning. Next is bring out. Bring out, the first meaning is to release or publish. The band are bringing out a new CD. So that means they're just publishing it in the autumn. The second is elicit a response. Susie brings out the best in him, right? Or a lot of coaches bring out the best in their people. I forgot what it's called, right? In their people or in whoever they are coaching, right? So these are the two meanings. Next is bring out in. Bring out in is to cause a health problem or reaction. It was a lobster that brought me out this rash in all over my body, right? A lot of people have this problem because of seafood and all that. So cause a health problem or a reaction. Next is bring round. Bring round is to make someone wake up from unconscious or anesthetic. The doctor brought him round after a few hours of the operation. Next is bring up. Bring up, the first meaning is mention. They didn't bring up the subject of UP at the meeting. Second one is to raise a child. My parents brought me up very strictly. And the third is be officially charged with the crime. He was brought up on the charges of public intoxication. That's it for today, guys. Thank you so much.